Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Riley, and this is another motorcycle vlog. I haven't done one in a while. I've been meaning to do these, but I just really haven't had the time to do them. I've been up to date with my other videos, but this is my first moto vlog in like over a couple of weeks or so. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel. If you haven't already, I want to make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you can be notified of any future content that we release. And we do release videos on a weekly basis, sometimes more than once a week if we're lucky. And it looks like we have been actually releasing 2 or 3 videos a week lately, so hopefully we can keep on doing that. Now, for this moto vlog, I'm riding in 5 Mile Pass, and I just want to mention I got these cool new headphone things that I can use in my helmet when I'm riding my motorcycle, that I can record audio and listen to music with. My helmet's pretty awesome. So we're back here at 5 Mile Pass, and it's a lot of fun riding here. I released one video before of us riding in 5 Mile Pass, and it's really fun. This place that we were going to was actually kind of difficult, but there's lots of trails. There's lots of easy trails, and then there's trails that are pretty gnarly. So for those of you that don't have never been to this location, it can get pretty gnarly, but there's also lots of easy flat trails to ride on. Anyways, sorry, the camera right here is getting really gnarly or shaky because kind of going over some steep stuff, some steep terrain. It doesn't even look like I'm on a hill right now, but this is actually going up a pretty steep hill. But that's kind of what sucks about these cameras, is you can't really tell what's steep and what's kind of like normal. Anyways, so over the last so I've had my bike for almost 2 months now. Can't believe it's been that long, and I've been able to ride it a lot. I've almost put 1,000 miles on it in 2 months, which is a lot, but that's because I use it for my daily commute to work and school, as well as fun on the weekends. So I am racking up the miles, and my plan for this motorcycle is to ride it until it snows. I'll probably even ride it when it's snowing, but I'll probably when the snow sticks to the ground and starts getting, really slippery, then I'll probably stop riding my motorcycle and start using my car. Anyways, we got some pretty gnarly hill climbs that we're doing right now. You can't really tell that I'm on a steep hill right now because the camera is kind of doesn't really do any hills or steep angles justice. But this was actually a pretty gnarly hill. We had to stop because, well, I've stalled out, and then one of the other guys made it up this hill. You can kind of tell it's on a steep hill, but I had to turn the bike around because it's a lot steeper than it looks. So for those of you that have never ridden a KLR 650, these bikes are not the best hill climbing bikes, because if you stop or slow down or stall out, they're really hard to get going again. So if you're on a hill and you need to start going again, it's kind of hard because this bike weighs a lot, so it takes a lot of power to get it going again. So once you lose momentum on this bike, it's not very fun, to say the least. It's not the most fun experience. So it's kind of like you have to keep going, or, there's lots of other bikes that are easier to ride on hill climbs. Obviously, the KLR is not the most capable off-road motorcycle, but if you can off-road in a KLR, you could probably off-road in anything, which is, really good plus, because just for example, I actually rode about 4 motorcycles this last weekend, just with some other people from a group, and we went riding, and I got to test drive 4 different motorcycles from the other people in the group. So One of the bikes was a KTM 1290 Super Adventure, which is a really 1290cc. It's a big bike, and I was kind of intimidated at first because I've never ridden a bike more than 1,000 cc's ever. But and when he told me it was 1290, I was kind of intimidated. So I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. But the good news is it was very easy to ride. It was surprisingly easy to ride. Obviously, it was probably a little heavier than my KLR, but it was a lot of fun to ride. I don't think it's definitely not any easier to do hill climbs and hard riding on the KTM 1290, but it's still a blast to ride. It's still a really fun motorcycle to ride. I also got to ride a Yamaha, what's it called? Yamaha WR 250R, which is a 250cc Yamaha Enduro, and that thing is a blast. I mean, if you have a lightweight 250cc motorcycle Enduro like that, then you can pretty much conquer anything because you can do these steep hill climbs and not worry about having to. You just don't have the same limitations as you do with the big motorcycle. So when you're on those little 250s, you can just pretty much go full out without having to worry about how much your bike weighs and if you'll be able to pick it up. And so another one of the bikes was a BMW 1200 GS. I think that's what it's called. I just know it's a 1200cc enduro bike or adventure bike that BMW makes. I got to drive one of those, and the owner was telling me that he really liked the bike. The only thing was the weight, obviously. Like if he was doing a super steep hill climb or very technical riding, it's not easy on a very heavy bike. That's pretty much common sense, but a lot of people don't realize, they think when they buy these really heavy bikes that they can go do all the stuff that these guys with the little 250s are doing, and that's just not logical because obviously your bike weighs a lot more, it doesn't handle the same as those small bikes, and it's just a whole nother ball game. So I think that's one thing to consider when you're buying a bike. Like, are you going to do a lot of off-road riding? And if the answer is yes, then you might want to go with a smaller, more capable bike off-road. Like, if you're gonna ride your bike mostly just off-road most of the time, and bring it there with a truck or something, not a lot of freeway or road usage, you probably don't need a KTM 1290 Super Enduro or whatever it's called. You can probably get like a 250 or a 450 or something like that, something smaller. But that's just one thing I've kind of learned. After 2 months, am I happy with the KLR 650? I really am, because I feel like the KLR 650 is not a 50-50 enduro. What I mean is that I think it's more road capable than it is off-road capable. So I would say the KLR 650 is more of a 60-40 motorcycle, meaning that 60% of the time you're on the road, 40% you're going off-road. So when I say that, that's basically what I mean, is like it's a 60-40 motorcycle. It does better on-road, but it's still very capable off-road. So that's just kind of my opinion, but for what I do, and I don't do anything too crazy, the KLR is awesome. It's excellent. Are there other options like, getting a KLX 250 or a, CRF 250 or whatever? Those are definitely great options. If I was more of an off-roader, then I would go with one of those bikes. But due to the fact that I use my motorcycle so much on the road, even on the freeway, that's why I think the KLR is more for me. If you use your bike mostly on the road and occasionally off-road, then you're probably going to want to get a big bike like this. But if it's the other way around and you're mostly off-road and occasionally on-road, then definitely look at one of those smaller 250, KLX 250, CRF 250s, WR 250Rs, those kinds of bikes, because those are very capable off-road and they're very lightweight, so those are really important things. Anyways, again, I just want to emphasize that I really would appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, because I appreciate that. Just kind of lets me know that people are watching and I'm growing the fan base, I guess, of this YouTube channel. Now I will start filming from a different angle, because I know a lot of people have talked about that this angle is not ideal for filming. So I will change that up, don't worry about that. This is just some older footage, so obviously I haven't been able to change it yet. But we are going to be changing up a couple things here for this new riding videos. So we have a cool ride coming up this week with some other guys, and that should be really fun. I'm going to film that. Yeah, this last part, my camera was like facing down, almost completely down. Anyways, next vlog will be a lot better. So please subscribe to this channel. Please give this video a thumbs up, and please continue watching my videos, because I really do appreciate when people interact with my channel and watch the videos. So I hope every one of you have a great week, and I'll see you guys next time.